All right, survival prepping. When SHTF, are you prepared to take care of your family and have the supplies, food, and skills necessary to survive? I think that's a good question. So, self reliance is key. We have a looming crisis on our hands. If you look at what's going on in the world with the pandemic and everything seems to be spiraling, whether it's weather related, where I'm at, lots of fires, um, possible financial collapse, food shortages, EMP grid down scenario, solar flare. They're talking about the sun's rotation and the possibility of a solar flare, weather-related disasters, and possible world war. There's a lot of tension in the world right now, and we might not be able to do a lot in the political sense, but we can definitely take care of ourselves and do the best we can to protect our family. So, the lost ways. This is going to be a concise review. It's not going to be very long. I'm just going to get to the bullet points here and go over what's inside the book and give you my opinion on it. And whether you should get it or not, that's totally up to you. But hopefully this helps. My name's Rob Mitchell. I'm the creator of foodcrisisprepping.com. As you may have already heard, the book The Lost Ways by Claude Davis claims to teach essential skills and knowledge of our forefathers, and also provide expert knowledge and tips from people who currently employ these methods. This is going to be concise, like I said, and you can make up your own mind what you want to do. So what you will learn, you're going to learn how to create your own survival food stockpile from recipes you may be able to make some recipes you may be able to make with supplies you already currently have in your home. Preserve food so you don't need a refrigerator if the grid went down for long periods of time. Forage food and medicine from edible plants in the wild, often from your own backyard. This will help supplement your own food supply as well. Depending, if you got some acreage, you're definitely going to have some more options there as far as your edible plants you can find. But you'd be surprised even with a smaller lot what can actually be edible. Also learn how to harvest your own rainwater and create your own water filtration. Then learn a method to store your water long term. Of course, water being essential for surviving in any kind of disaster scenario. Without water, you're dead. And I know we spend a lot of time focusing on food, which is really important as well, but you also need to establish just as much time focusing on your water and make sure that you have that taken care of. So you learn how to make your own candles out of pine resin, make your own sourdough and survival bark bread, trap for your meals just like our forefathers did, different sources of fuel and illumination, how to make your own root cellar to store your food in. Now this is great because as you probably already know, a refrigerator runs off of a lot of electricity. So even if you have a solar generator that produces 1,000 watts or 2,000 watts, that fridge alone is going to wipe out all your power on that. You won't have anything else. So being able to have another alternative source to preserve your food is essential to make a long-term survival possible. So is it a worthwhile purchase? Well, what you get is invaluable information you won't find compiled together this way anywhere else. 60-day money-back guarantee. You'll never have to buy another prepping book. And 24/7 support for a year. When I say you'll never have to buy another prepping book, this has everything in it to survive and flourish. This is really all you need. So the price is $37. You can get both the digital and physical version of the book. If you decide to get the physical version as well, it's $8.99 shipping. You'll also get 3 bonus books. What every survivalist should grow in his own backyard, step-by-step guide to building your own can rotation system, and how to live in an EMP the early pioneer way. So I put a lot of heavy emphasis on the EMP solar flare scenario because we've got a really sensitive grid and we're due for another solar flare. So being able to live without power would be a very wise thing to do. To me, it's inevitable that we're going to have the power go out at some point, possibly soon. and you don't want to be somebody that doesn't have water, food, and shelter at that point. You need to be able to live without power. So, at $37, what is that, like a few pizzas on Friday? You can't. For your survivability, I think the price is totally worth it. It's up to you if you get the book. My opinion, I'm going to suggest it to my friends and family. And I hope as many people get this book as possible and put into practice what it teaches. Because the more people that know how to survive on their own without relying on the government and the grid, the better off we're all going to be in that scenario if it happens. The less looting and murdering and all the crime that occurs in that kind of scenario. So anyways, I hope this was helpful, and if you want to get the book, I'll leave a link for the book at the bottom below this video in the description, and just click on the link and it'll be there. Take care.